Hey guys, it's David. Today I want to talk to you about which game is more free to play friendly, Genshin Impact or Azure Lane. So, the first thing I think that may cause a little difficulty in this discussion is what are we talking about when we say free to play? Because this game, Azure Lane, I could run around and play in this game for thousands upon thousands of hours if I wanted to and not pay a single cent. Now, if I wanted to play Azure Lane, in order to shorty on missions, you need to spend a resource called oil. So, eventually I would run out of oil if I was just playing this, for 100 hours straight, 100,000 hours straight, whatever you want to say. So does that make Genshin Impact more free to play friendly? That's what you define as free to play. But even on that note, let me make a point against Genshin, which is if you go up to here, you have this thing called the resin system. And to acquire a lot of the stuff that you need to power up your characters and your weapons, you need to spend resin. And this stuff works just like any stamina system in any other game, in the fact that you can either pay primo gems to refresh it, or I guess replenishes one every 8 minutes. So that will limit you if you want to power up your character. You're limited to how much you could do that in a day by that resin system. So in a way, there is a stamina system in Genshin. And so while Azure Lane does have oil, I would say between the oil and the resin system, the oil system is actually a lot easier to manage. For a few reasons. And one, it's actually kind of a cool mechanic. What characters you deploy on a mission to determine your oil cost for that mission. So if you have if you want to get a full fleet of 6 ships, a full party, you're going to pay more oil. And certain things like giant battleships, which they're not really giant battleships, they're attractive women that have the names of ships. But that's here nor there. I'll put a graphic up to show you a battleship in Azure Lane if you're not familiar with it. But it's actually part of the game is managing that oil system, and I think it's actually a really interesting part. If it's basically kind of create a balance between just what you need to do a mission versus completely overkill, and you're punished for overkill and rewarded for choosing the right the right amount of power for the job. And it actually makes characters that would normally be super great stat wise, but are a good value in terms of oil cost, better. So it enables more characters to be used, which I think is always fantastic in any game. More variety, more better. So I think some of those stamina things, that's a point for Genshin. Now, if we go into the gacha system, and to me that's really I personally don't consider that really part of the free to play per se, because gacha systems were always, to me, almost intended to be money sinks. But there's no contest that Azure Lane, if that's really important to you, Azure Lane has got Genshin beat by a million freaking years, because Genshin is the most cheap, absolutely money-grubbing gacha system that I've ever come across. It is not easy to get all the characters you want. I could guess you could argue that makes the 5-star characters more valuable, since not everyone has them. But it is very hard to acquire the characters that you want in this Genshin Impact. While in Azur Lane, I mean, if you manage your cubes, manage your resources well, you plan accordingly, you usually don't need to spend a whole lot of money. I mean, I've spent like probably $300 on Azur Lane, but you know, I'm glad to support a game that I play a ton of, and I've never really felt that I've needed to. It's really only a buffer on really bad luck, like really, really bad luck. Like if you really want to get these limited banner ships and your rolls are terrible, well, you know, you may need to drop some gems, which is their premium currency, to, you know, get cubes, get money to roll some more. And that's it. So, I mean, I guess gacha system again, that's Azur Lane. And, I mean, honestly, really, what else is to it? I will say, like, overall, yes, Azur Lane beats Genshin Impact in terms of free-to-play, I think, pretty significantly. I mean, other than the fact that you can play this game, Genshin Impact, you know, for free, 100%. I mean, if I look, and I've shown this before, but you look at the party I have right here. All these characters I didn't spend a dime to get. That's my main party. That's who I've been using to clear all of the content in this game. And I've spent probably $100 so far on this game. I've never been forced to pay a single dime to clear any of the content. So, I mean, people want to complain about the gacha system, and I get it. I think there's definitely some problems with their model as far as, you know, what you get as a return on investment. But I think, you know, this is 100% a free-to-play game. I think it's free-to-play friendly, too. I mean, I think to call it anything else is not true. I mean, unless, like, you are coming into this game like, I have to collect every single character in this game in order to win, then, you know, then yes, it's not free-to-play friendly. I don't know why you would think that would ever be free-to-play in a gacha game. So, you know, I think that's probably a bad option, but this is... Genshin Impact is 100% a free-to-play friendly game. I mean, look, if you do not need to spend money at all to play the game, to enjoy the game, to clear the content. But there is, and I'll probably talk about in some other videos, there's definitely some lessons that could be learned from Azur Lane and their company, Yosh. I don't know, is it Yostar or is it Manju that related? I don't know. I handle the development, but there's definitely some things that they could copy from Azur Lane and bring over to Genshin. Especially, you know, Azur Lane is celebrating their 3rd year this year, so they've lived past, I think, a long life so far in terms of game development. 3 years for a game is pretty darn long, and they're still going strong, and they're pumping out some great content. Like every event, I actually think they've outdone themselves. The skins they put out, they've outdone themselves. So they're just getting better and better, and that is, I think, one way due to just how friendly they are and how generous they are to their player base. And that, I guess would be the main criticism, is like of MiHoYo and this game, is that they could definitely be more... What the heck? Is there an event? Huh? I just ran into a random event. All right. I was distracted by Mona, who's gonna keep on talking over my video. Very rude of her. But anyway, I just want to conclude by saying that while Azure Lane 100% is the winner and more free-to-play friendly for the reasons I've just listed, I do think Genshin Impact is, well, not as free-to-play friendly, still very free-to-play friendly, and does not require you to spend money to enjoy it. So, guys, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, please subscribe. Please let me know what you think. You know, am I right? Am I wrong? What? Let me know. Let me know. Let me hear from you in the comments below while I catch these fish. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.